So, first game of the weekend, Telford Tigers taking on Swindon Wildcats away at Swindon. Photos here thanks to Nicky Pearce. Start of the game, real good end-to-end stuff really between both Tigers and Swindon Wildcats, having pretty fair equal chances. However, after the first 10 minutes had gone by, Swindon Wildcats were able to get their first goal. And not too long after as well, being able to get the second and then their third, finishing off with the first period 4-0. There was also a good fight as well between Swindon Wildcats Watt and Tigers Josh Bruce as well. That seemed to be a bit of the idea as well, to get very physical in this game. Trying to pick here and there the big man Yuri Hansel, but him just having none of it. I've been daft enough to lose the Tigers having an import on their line. What was a very equal second period as well. Swindon Wildcats still getting the better of the Telford Tigers. This goal coming in from James Knight. Tempers also erupted as well after this check here by Tom Watkins. But at the end of the day, it didn't really change too much of the scoreline. Despite a pretty positive performance again by Tigers. Ended up with the Swindon Wildcats beating Tigers 8-1. So, Telford Tigers on Sunday taking on the Guildford Flames. Back in goal was Declan Ryan after his injury. And the man to watch at the moment is going to be Yurisenko. In the last 18 that they had against Guildford Flames, he assisted all 4 of their goals. Guildford Flames lose again to Tigers though the week before 4-1. We're hoping to readdress the issue. Tigers straight away though from the get-go in the first period were under the cosh by the Flames. With Flames scoring the very first goal within a minute. Telford Tigers though not to be disheartened, kept up the tempo and soon camped themselves over in the Guildford area. This penalty here as well. Bit of a carbon copy to what happened last week. Scott McKenzie getting hit in the face there by a high stick. Thankfully though, Scott was okay. Again, Telford Tigers though keeping up the pressure, working the puck round on the forecheck, trying to get out to better areas to get better shooting opportunities. But Guildford, very similar to this break here, were able to score their second goal. This save though here by Declan Ryan, keeping the minute. Guildford going 2-0 up in the first. Guildford again though keeping up the pressure. Telford Tigers mainly being put down on the power play, keeping it as tight as they could do, keeping themselves in it with pretty good effort. Score at the end of the first period, not really showing the reflection of the game. But soon erupted though with Andy McKinney taking on Neil Liddiard of the Guildford Flames in this epic fight, going toe to toe. Good old fashioned hockey fight. As much as Andy was trying to get them back into the game as well, fire up the lads. End of the first period, it ended up 2-0 to the Flames. The efforts of Andy really did perk up the side as well, get themselves much better opportunities for the goal. And in the second period, much of the same as well. Tigers still camping themselves over in Guildford, putting them under a lot of pressure. There was some real good end-to-end stuff and some great shots coming in as well. Tigers being a lot more creative, working hard, trying to get the turnovers. And eventually frustrating Guildford enough that they were starting to give away a few penalties as well. But for every power play that the Telford Tigers were able to get, they were not able to fully capitalise on it. With good defensive play by the Guildford Flames. Telford Tigers though were able to pull one back with the man of the hour, Andy McKinney. This, however, happened to be the only goal for Telford Tigers on the night. Guildford Flames though, with the deficit coming down to 2-1, really tried to up the pressure and asking the most out of Declan Ryan, who was answering most of the challenges that were coming his way with some fantastic saves. But however, it was not meant to be, as this long range shot there coming in from Guildford took the goal difference back up to 3-1. Still trying to keep the momentum though. Tigers were not going to be defeated and really did try to up the pressure with, again, fantastic movement coming in. But just not really up for them on the night. Guildford Flames knocking this one in, taking the scoreline up to 4-1. Eventually here in the third period, Tigers, much as they were trying again, not quite coming off for them, and Guildford in quick succession being able to get another 2 goals coming in. But as always, Telford Tigers always playing the socks off, giving it all, and again getting some good chances coming off of it, just not their night for them. Chances not going in, not hitting the twine as I wanted. Just then as well though, to add salt to the wound, towards the end of the third period, you've got another goal to come in, which finished off the game. Flames 7, Tigers 1.
Right, so just first of all, your reaction to the weekend as a whole, including last night's results?
Well, very disappointing last night. I thought our performance was atrocious last night. I think this evening we got in the game and we gave up 2 pretty poor quick goals off the bat, but we battled hard and I really liked the attitude we showed from there with Andy McKinney playing, I think, some of his best hockey he's had since he's been in Telford. So unfortunately he's on the wrong end of a couple of results at the minute. A couple of other guys I thought stepped it up the first and second period, and then I don't know if the 5-minute penalty really cost us. It can be hard on your belief. I don't think we conceded on that, but we obviously went and took a 5-on-3 as well, and they got one off that, so we put us another goal back. And again, obviously against Guildford, who have obviously turned up tonight knowing that we rolled them over last weekend, and there's a different mindset in that dressing room. They've come down and been very professional.
I was going to say, they came out quite hard, didn't they? Scored 2 really early goals.
Yeah, I think that's, from my point of view, that's the frustrating part. If we could have got through the first 10, then the onus is on them a little bit more, and it's just a shame that it was 2 goals so quickly. I do think the guys were ready. I just think there was a little breakdown in communication somewhere on the ice, and to give up a breakaway in 2 minutes is pretty poor, really. We're trying to concentrate first 5 of the period, so certainly first 5 of the game, to make sure we keep it even and get a footing in. Unfortunately, we didn't do that tonight.
Gotcha. Towards the end of the first period, the start of the second period, we seemed to come back into it, but then heads dropped in there. I think it was about the 5th goal.
Well, that was off the 5-minute power play. It is tiring when you get that, and it takes the wind out yourselves a little bit. So I can't begrudge you guys the heads going down, but I think we kept working hard, and the spirit was there. Again, we just got to be a lot tighter defensively, and every good team that I've played on has been very tight defensively. And to give up 8 goals, 7 goals, we're never going to win hockey games.
That's brilliant. Thanks for that. Yeah. So just first of all, the fight. You seemed to be losing it. I think you won it in the end, didn't you?
What, the fight?
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought it was pretty even. You got a good punch from me, obviously, and I think I got the takedown and a few uppercuts, but I just went out there. We went down 2 goals down, so I tried to get the team motivated. Obviously it didn't help too much, but yeah, I was trying to take out one of their imports. So.
And the goal as well, was the first goal of the season?
Yeah, first goal of the season. Yeah, I just tried my best, crashed the net, just took a shot. got lucky.
I think the fight, it did seem to value the lads for a while, didn't it? I think, we stemmed the Guildford flow and then, we scored at the start of the second period.
Yeah.
But at the end, I think their heads went down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. When a few goals get past you, and we come in, second period, we started off okay. But once one or two goals in that 5-minute PK didn't help at all, so yeah, that hurt the team.
I thought it was a good game. I think obviously the first period was good. We scored 2 early goals in the first period, which kind of puts you behind a little bit from the start, from Telford's point of view. But I think last week at home we didn't play particularly well for 60 minutes against Telford, and obviously we got beat 4-1. So we went to work on a lot of things this week ourselves and what we could do better. And we had a good game at home last night, and then we came in here obviously not wanting to make the same mistake as last week against Telford at home. So all in all, I thought we had a very good, strong team performance tonight, which is what we were looking for. But you can't take anything away from Telford. They work hard, and on another night they had a couple of chances that they didn't capitalise on. But them chances that do go in the net, and all of a sudden you're in a 2-2 or a 2-1 hockey game, and things are a little bit different. But when you score 2 early goals like we did tonight, and then we kind of took control a little bit, and it just went from there.
You came out very, very strong there. There was a little bit of revenge on the mind.
Well, not revenge. I think revenge is the wrong word. It was just, we have a strong team, and I think we have to come and play and work hard every night. And last Sunday night's game at home in Telford, we just didn't work hard enough, and we got outworked by Telford, and rightly so. We got beat. Telford were the better team that night, but they outworked us. So we had a good practice this week, and it wasn't very good on Tuesday and Wednesday, but by Thursday and Friday it was okay. And we put things right from last weekend, which was important for us to start getting points on the board and playing to the team's capabilities.
So just finally, I think in the second period, Telford started to come back into it at the start. I think there's a 5-minute power play that really killed it off for them.
Yeah, definitely. I think even the first 5 minutes of the second period, they came out and they had us hemmed in our own end. It's like I said, a couple of them chances go in, then all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game, and then Telford's a home team, they get a bit of momentum. But luckily for us, they didn't get that momentum and they didn't score the goals when they needed to, and then we just increased our lead, and then it became comfortable in the end. But I'd say the first 5 minutes, the second period, Telford, they had us on our back foot, definitely.
So if we have a look at the other scores from the weekend, starting off on Saturday, Swindon Wildcats 8, Telford Tigers 1. Tigers still not being able to get over the Swindon Wildcats jinx that we have at the moment. Guildford, after their loss to Telford Tigers the weekend before, were able to come back and be 7-1 winners against Peterborough. Milton Keynes against Manchester. Milton Keynes coming off better there, 5-2. Slough against Bracknell, another big scoring game. Slough 7, Bracknell 3. And Basingstoke being able to beat Sheffield for the first time. Sheffield taking a loss at the start of this season. Basingstoke 3, Sheffield 2. On to Sunday scores. As you just saw there from the highlights, Telford Tigers losing out to Guildford 7-1. Bracknell Basingstoke, Bracknell 7, Basingstoke 3. Manchester 3, Swindon Wildcats 2. Peterborough 4, Slough Jets 7. Peterborough losing on both of their games this weekend. Sheffield 4, Milton Keynes 2. Now with those scores coming in, this is as the table looks now. So both Sheffield and Manchester are still at the top of the league. They're in first and second with 6 points apiece. Swindon in third place. Fourth, we've got Basingstoke with 5 points. Guildford Flames, after their back-to-back wins this weekend, with giving them the 4 points, takes them up into fifth. Slough in 6th and Bracknell in 7th spot. Both all out there, all those 3 teams are on 4 points each. Milton Keynes with their first win for the season there takes them up into 8th spot, with Tigers dropping down to 9th due to the goals against. And Peterborough in 10th spot there, not winning any of the games this weekend. Well, that's about all we have for this week. Don't forget, Telford Tigers next week and are going to be taking on Milton Keynes away on the Saturday. Tickets are available to get yourself on the team coach and get down to the game. And always a good game at home on Sunday. Telford Tigers are going to be taking on the Manchester Phoenix. As always, tickets £10 on the door with concessions available.